Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 37 of our Islanders game mode. So, in last episode, we drafted a guy named, what was his name? Braun of some sort. I don't know. He was a German guy, but we drafted him with our first round pick. And then in the offseason, we released Jordan Eberle because we couldn't afford to re-sign him. As well, we picked up some other pieces. I think, yeah, we made a trade in last episode as well. We sent Melker Carlson to the Edmonton Oilers, and we got Leon Draisaitl. The reason is Leon Draisaitl was complaining about his ice time there in Edmonton, and I guess eventually he requested to be traded, so we picked up Leon Draisaitl in exchange for him, which I think was a very good move for us. We needed that second line center, and Leon Draisaitl is still pretty young, 27, so he's in Prince. And we moved Hosang all the way down back to the third line because he's now listed as a third line scorer. Even though he has been good on the pass in the first line, we're going to move him down so we don't have players complaining about ice time. And we have Ryan Strome on the first line now this year. So that's that. We also have our third line, which is Tkachuk, Barzal, Hosang, and then Gauthier is back in the NHL for this season with Sundstrom and Holt. You know what? We're going to switch that around. So we're going to have Holt there, and we're going to have Gauthier scratched because I'd like to have Beauvillier in the lineup. But yeah, so we have some depth defensemen up in the NHL, which is Tarasov, who was our second round pick way back, but he hasn't turned out to be anything really. And then as Cole Day guy we signed in free agency, he's listed as a top 6 defenseman, so if he starts complaining, we might have to move him already. But other than that, that's a look at our team for this year, offensively and defensively. And then the big story here is we aren't actually sure if we should keep MacMillan in the NHL this season, as he's listed as a minor starting goalie. But our best AHL goalie is also an 80, so I think for now we're gonna keep MacMillan up here and give him like a little bit of a learning experience, like with the preseason and stuff like that. Yeah, for the entire season, I don't know, maybe we send him back down and let him learn maybe a bit more and then see how that is. We're definitely going to we're gonna watch the third period of his first NHL game, I believe. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that, and we're gonna just see how he does in the preseason, if he's in that a lot, which he probably won't be actually in the preseason, but him like the first game of the season, I want him to show us what he's made of and see if he's actually ready for the NHL yet. So it's basically a test to see if he's ready. If he's not, then yeah, maybe we'll send him back down to the minors. So anyways, let's quick sim through our preseason. Hopefully it's not the best of one, just because that usually means you're gonna have a bad season. So let's see how we do, unless we have both. So there's a good Jersey. Wow, a 10-3 win over Columbus. Offense is showing up, and then we lose. There's a win, so we're having a good preseason so far. It's a bit of 50-50 win-loss. And the game against Pittsburgh, after this dialogue box appears, yeah, there you go. 3-0 win. So in the preseason, we go 5-2-0. So that's pretty good. Let's just check our player stats for the preseason. See if there's any to do. And wow, Jesus, that's insane. John Tavares, 16 points in 7 games. I don't know how the hell he did that. It's literally like almost 2 points a game, or that's more than 2 points per game. But look at that, 10 goals, 6 assists, 10 goals. That means he's gotten over a goal a game, and then 6 assists is almost an assist per game. So it's pretty insane. And then Dal Coley with 14 points, Prince 9, Strome 8, Leon Draisaitl 5, but I'm pretty sure he's going to have a better season. He's only an 85, which is not that high, but... And Beauvillier, Grellinger, Sundstrom, Hosang, Barzal, Holt, Savard, Pilok, Leddy, etc., etc. Velarde only had 1 goal, but everybody on the team had a point during the preseason, which is good news. And their goaltending, MacMillan actually got to play a game. Looks like, yeah. He didn't play very good, though, because I guess he's not used to the NHL yet, but 1 game with 4.07 goals against average, 8-10 save percentage. So yeah, it's not looking very good for his first preseason game, but we'll see how his first NHL game is. He does have 4.5-star reflexes now and a 3.5-star athletic, but his puck control is still not very good, so maybe people are getting rebound goals on him. But other than that, look at that. Linus Soderstrom, 6 games played, 2 goals against average, and a 928 save percentage. So maybe he's going to have another great year with us. He's 5 stars in everything except for his athletic skill. That's that. Let's see. Yeah, let's, I guess, start up the season. Let's see if we can put MacMillan as a starter, and we'll slow sim the first 2 periods of his game, and then we'll watch maybe like the last 5 minutes of the 3rd period and see how he is. Just for something different, because he is our future number 1 goalie, definitely. So we're gonna put him as the number 1 goalie, see if that actually make him the starting goalie, but we're gonna sim to next game. Our first game of the season is actually on home ice too, against the New Jersey Devils. We'll just make sure he's the starter. But yeah, we might have to send him back down to the minors just so he gets more of a learning curve, because I don't know if he's ready necessarily for the NHL. So yeah, Soderstrom's an 86, but that's still really good actually. So yeah, I guess that was just because of the boost they get during the preseason. But our team looks pretty much the same. So okay, let's see. So first game in the season, first game in the career for Craig MacMillan, our future number 1 goalie. Let's see how he plays in his first period of hockey. First period, and it's 1-1. So Nathan Bastian beats MacMillan. Ryan Pilok beats Cammy Boyce. So not a bad first period for him. He allows 1 goal. So not the worst. Second period, it's 2-2 actually, now going into 3rd. So he's allowed 2 goals on 17 shots, which could be better, but at least the team's still in it. So we're gonna slow sim up to 5 minutes, and then we'll intervene and see how he is. And New Jersey takes the lead, 3 goals on 20 shots. So maybe we'll give him 1 home game, 1 away game, kind of like what 2BC did with Patrick Spacek. So, and look at that, the Islanders tied up. Okay, we're gonna intervene. So, and I think it was Shane Prince that tied it up. We have actually never intervened one of these. We never actually intervened one of these games before. We actually haven't seen what our team looks like before. Oh, it's 20 minutes too. We'll do it though, because it's like the last 5 minutes of the period, so why not? Hopefully it just doesn't go to like a long overtime or something. Then you guys can see what our team looks like and everything. I didn't turn down the sound on the in-game sound, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch, and I'll be back in a sec.
Good job in the goal crease. Lugged along the line. Shoots one, and it's driven away. Trying to clear.
So guys, our first game of the season is headed to overtime. So there was a big save actually by MacMillan. Like, I don't know actually where it was, if we could actually show it, but there was a huge save. I'm probably just going to cut that part up in some clips. Saved by MacMillan, so that was nice. So he's made 22 saves so far, which is not too bad, but their goalie's the only reason this game is tied still. We look like we've actually been playing pretty well. Like, our team seems to set up pretty well. Hopefully that actually is the case and we win in overtime. So I'll let you guys watch overtime, and maybe it goes to a shootout as well. And then we'll get back to just a normal simulation, I think. Yeah, more if we have time. So, see you guys in a bit.
Gets in. What did he do? And ripped to Letty. Great job on a cut pass. The great glove save. There was some room. Not enough. Great glove save. Nice keep at the blue line to keep the attack going. Fires. Just couldn't find the target. That's going to happen. There's not a lot of room there. He just missed the shot. Flees it. He scores! Game over. Overtime winning goal. Imagine this, the dream of getting to play, and he has done that and won his first game in the league.
He was perfect tonight, Doc. His teammates are showing their appreciation. His first win in his first game.
Oh, what a quick release on that snapper.
Tavares won the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player last year. He looks for another brilliant year. That's his first goal.
The Islanders, in a recent tradition, step to center ice and do the yes, yes, yes salute. And so ends our telecast of this hockey game. Only one chance to make a good first impression, and one team did.
So, guys, Craig MacMillan gets his first NHL win in his first NHL game, courtesy of an overtime winner from John Tavares. And that cutscene is actually really cool. Did you guys? Yeah, you guys saw that, obviously. It was pretty cool. Never actually seen that cutscene before. I've seen a lot of the ones when they get their first NHL win, but it didn't look like that before. So, anyways, let's get back to our simulation. That was pretty cool to see. Let's just show you guys what MacMillan looks like in that. He wears number 34, I guess. I don't know what type of mask he was wearing. There was some other goalie, I guess, but MacMillan actually is wearing a New York Islanders mask, so that's nice. Not an AHL goalie mask, so there's his mask, and there he is. Future number 1 goalie, MacMillan. He looks pretty tank. Just that for a thumbnail purposes, because you probably guys would like to see what he looks like. So there we go, and let's get back to the simulation. So yeah, it looks like we might just keep him up here. We'll see how if he continues that. If it's like 15 games in and he doesn't do that good, then maybe we'll deal him, or not deal him, what the hell, send him down to the minors. Okay, so our second game of the season is in St. Louis. That's interesting. I'm not going to have MacMillan probably play this game, but so we start 1-0 to our season. But yeah, I'm probably going to have that gameplay part just to like put up and split into like multiple like highlights and stuff. Okay, so let's start up more with the simulation. So it looks like we have a lot of home games actually. Go right up to November 1st. See how we continue to play. And we play in St. Louis. And there's a shootout loss, so it's still a point. And a 2-0 shutout win over San Jose. Well, 2-1-1 in our first 4. Draft class is weaker than normal, as expected, because usually it is pretty weak in the later years. But this isn't actually that late in the years, I guess. And there's a win over Pittsburgh. Edit scouting assignment. Let's see. Go. We got MacMillan from the, where was it? The WHL? We already scouted the WHL though, apparently. Let's get the OHL. Just those type of places that I always like to scout. So we're 3-2-1 in our first 6. Not too bad. Game against Toronto, 3-3-1. And not a very good first month. Let's see, it's shootout loss. So yeah, maybe in the later months we'll do good, but yeah. So we're 5-3-2 in our first 10 games. Let's just check if there's been any like transactions and stuff like that, and let's see if MacMillan's played any more games. And then actually let's slow sim this game against Edmonton because Malcolm Carlson should be on their team. So there's been some signings there. Sam Carrick and Yurko signing with the Blues, Sundqvist signing with the Canes, and Gustafsson signing with Arizona, and there was no trades. So let's just see. I want to see if Malcolm Carlson dropped off. The Oilers are 4-4-1, so they're not off to a good start. I just want to see though if if you have Malcolm Carlson's on their team, because obviously we traded him for Leon Draisaitl. So let's see the opponents. So yeah, Malcolm Carlson is in the lineup, but look at that, he dropped off and his potential's dropped too. So you'll see, guys, we moved him right at the right time, and basically we got an 85 for an 80. So say what you want, but there you go. And look, Nick Spalling's actually still playing too. That's another one of our former players for a bit. It's kind of funny. Oh, did we trade him actually to Edmonton? I don't think so. But there is that. And we're not going to slow sim it. I don't think. Well, actually, let's just do it just for shits and giggles. See if Malcolm Carlson can score against us, or Leon Draisaitl could come back and score against his former team. And then let's see, how long is this video so far? Yeah, then we'll sim maybe 1 more month or 2 more months. So they have a 2-1 lead, but Leon Draisaitl scores, so against his former team, so that's good. And it's 4-2 Oilers. Looks like we lose, wow. But Leon Draisaitl gets a goal against his former team. Nick Spalling gets an assist against his former team, and Malcolm Carlson gets an assist. So okay, so it was a game full of ex-teammates getting points against each other. But yeah, let's sim another month, I think. What day is it of the... Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll go up to December 1st, I think. Or January 1st. Yeah, get our player stats and stuff like that. And then... yeah, and then we'll end the episode right here. So, still not too good to start the season. 6-4-3, but hopefully in like the later months of the season we have like a very good month or something that helps push us to the playoffs. Currently it's basically 7-7, 7-4-3, and there's another regulation loss, but we're 8-5-3 now. So yeah, it's not the best start to the season we've had, obviously not in comparison like the last few years, but hopefully that means we still could make the playoffs and we could maybe get into that Stanley Cup final. So, scouting assignment again. A lot of stuff always pops up on the screen. QMJHL, 1 month again. And there's another win. So, it looks like we've been playing a bit better. Well, we're 10-10 basically. So, we're basically win one, lose one. That type of method, or pattern, I should say. There's a win over our rivals. We're now 12-6-4. And there's a loss, 12-7-4. And at the end of this month, we are we have some player morale first, apparently. So, Leon Draisaitl, what does he have to say? That's what I like to hear, bud. See, does he like demanding? He's dropped in morale. Oh, man. I'm sorry. No, I didn't know you would take that to heart. But MacMillan's dropped to 79, actually. Did he? No, he doesn't. He's grown to an 80. Currently no concerns. Morale because ice time, that's good. So he gets along with Grellinger, which is good because Grellinger is going to be with the team for quite a while, I think. And then he also good, and Holt and Prince. So some of the young guys, Prince is the only vet really. Because Prince is pretty much, yeah, Prince is like 30 now in this universe. So at the end of that month, we are 13-7-5. This episode currently is at 24 minutes, so yeah, we're gonna end it right at the end of this. We're just gonna show you guys the player stats and their team stats, and then we're gonna end it right there. So far, Shane Prince leads us with 24 points in 25 games, followed by John Tavares with 19 and 25. So Tavares isn't actually having the best season in comparison to people like Prince, but he's eventually probably going to pass him. Leon Draisaitl's got 18 points, so that was a pretty good deal, I'd say. Velarde's got 17 points, so he's having a career year. Dalcoli, 15 points only, wow. In comparison to past seasons, it's pretty low. 13, 13, but the Hosang's now down at the third line, so that's probably why. Barzal's got 12, Letty's got 12, Sundstrom's 10, Pielok 10, Tkachuk only 7, and Savard only 5, so not very good performances from some of these guys. Grollinger's only got 2 goals. That's not very good at all. Goaltending, let's see, Soderstrom and, wow. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? MacMillan, 6 games played in the NHL, a 1.81 goals against average, 6-0-0, 939 save percentage. That's a huge start to his career. He's not even got a single shutout, but he's been allowing only like 1 goal a game, almost 2 goals per game, but still that's very, very good. Soderstrom's the only reason we've been losing. He's not having actually a good season. 7. The 912 save percentage, which is pretty good, but then the 2.75 goals against is not good. So, wow, MacMillan at an 80 overall is playing very, very well. So, I could see him growing very well for next season if he continues that. But that's pretty good for his first 2 months in the NHL. Very happy with that. And then, let's see. Let's just check the AHL team for points as well. See if any of our prospect guys are getting points. So, 17. Winquist is not really one. Scrime 17. Anybody outstanding? No, not really. How about goalies? How is those 2 goalies playing down in the minors? Gallant's playing pretty good, but Holt's not playing the best. So, not too bad actually. Let's see, how much years does MacMillan have on his minor deal? 2 years remaining. So, we don't actually have to re-sign him at the end of the season, but we're definitely going to have to give him a big boy contract once his minor league deal ends. Let's just check our team stats, and then that'll be the end of this episode. So, let's see. So, wow, the Winnipeg Jets are first in the league currently, 21. Damn. Okay, so goals for per game average. We are... Where are we? We're all the way here. That's not too bad. It might drop off, it might grow more, but 2.88 goals against, or goals for per game is not too bad. Goals against per game, we are all the way down here, so we're in the same kind of position as goals for. Power play is right here, so around the same position again. And our penalty kill is around the same position, so yeah, not too bad, not too good either. In our last 10, we're 6-2-2. We're better on home ice currently. Oh, actually maybe not. 9-5-0 on home ice, but look on the road. 4 wins, 2 losses in regulation, but then 5 overtime statutory losses. So actually, yeah, we're better on home, but still a lot of overtime losses. So we're still getting points on the road, which. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys, for this episode. Really happy with MacMillan's start. Didn't expect that, considering he's still an 80. But yeah, so and next episode we'll probably finish the season simulation, and then next episode after that would be the playoffs if we make it, that sort of thing. Currently we are in the playoffs, and Rangers are kind of dropping way behind us, so let's just keep that up. And yeah, so that's gonna do it, guys. See you guys next time.